The inaugural Neo Brand Awards are a partnership between Roy Morgan and therightcustomer.com. For decades, Roy Morgan's single-source consumer database has provided the clearest views of consumer preference in Australia. It remains the gold standard, and many of the brands recognised in these inaugural Neo Brand Awards appear in that database. But cultural leadership can't always be measured at scale. Neos, values-led, emotionally intelligent, and future-focused, gravitate towards brands that may not yet dominate market share, but are rich in cultural signals, originality, and purpose. The Neo Brand Awards were created to recognise that very shift. By the way, when you see an asterisk beside a brand, that means it's featured in Roy Morgan single source. But first, a quick look at who these Neos are. Neos, or the next economic order, are not some conventional customer segment. They're the most influential consumer mindset in Australia. Neos are drawn to brands that embody clarity, originality, and purpose. These awards don't celebrate the everyday. They spotlight brands defining a new kind of premium, built not on price or promotion, but on emotional tone, ethical alignment, and design credibility. You'll see big names here, but also smaller brands whose cultural influence outpaces their footprint. This is where the market is heading, and these are the brands leading the way. As JB Hi-Fi's Scott Browning famously said, "Follow the Neos and you'll find the future." Neos are just under a quarter of the population, but they drive more than half of all consumer spending. 90% of them sit in Roy Morgan's big spender category, and collectively they outspend traditional mindset Australians by a factor of 3. That means that the 5.5 million Australians with a Neo mindset are worth more, commercially and culturally, than double the number of traditional consumers. So in summary, Neos are future-shaping, big spenders who influence where the consumer market is going. So it gives me great pleasure to announce the first winner. Zimmermann is what happens when design, identity, and cultural export come together. It's unapologetically Australian, but globally recognised. Premium, expressive, and emotionally intelligent. That's why Zimmermann is the Neo fashion brand for the year of 2025. Several brands are also helping reshape fashion in ways that align with Neo values. Camilla and Mark, confident tailoring and modern femininity, backed by serious global growth. Country Road, quietly reforming the mainstream. Natural fibres, circular design, and sustainability that's baked in, not tacked on. Scanlan Theodore, elevated essentials for women who lead. Classic forms, cultural fluency, and intelligence in every cut. Basic, the uniform of urban minimalists. Ethically made, design-focused, and built for longevity in both form and mindset. Aesop. Aesop is more than skincare. It's a sensory philosophy. Every detail is intentional. The tone, the textures, the spaces. It treats self-care not as indulgence, but as ritual. These runners-up stand out for how they combine ethics, tone, and emotional clarity, each offering beauty with a point of view. Go-to skincare. Cheerful, honest, and ethically grounded. Skincare that speaks Neo in plain language. The Body Shop. A legacy activist brand, still evolving, still resident, and still relevant. Grown Alchemist. Botanical science meets tactile design. Calm, clinical, and materially rich. Sukin. Accessible, natural, and quietly consistent, trusted by many Neos in their daily rituals. In a hotly contested category, not known for its subtlety, Mecca leads with clarity, care, and purpose. It curates with intelligence, communicates with an emotional tone, and consistently elevates the retail experience. Its commitment to education, ethics, and emerging talent makes it more than a retailer, it's a platform For NEOs, this is exactly what premium looks like: relevant, responsible, and emotionally intelligent, even socially intelligent. That's why Mecca is the Neo Retailer of the Year. Alongside Mecca, several retailers are evolving what it means to sell with purpose. Once again, Aesop, design-rich and ritual-led, offering calm, intelligent retail with global cultural impact. R.M. Williams, a symbol of slow fashion and enduring Australian craft, blending tradition with modern relevance. Country Road, quietly reshaping its offering through sustainability, inclusive design and fibre ethics. David Jones, mindfully made, a legacy retailer introducing values-led product selection through its sustainability labelling. The Carlisle doesn't just offer rooms, it offers atmosphere. This is design-led hospitality with emotional depth. Every element, architecture, materials, lighting, tone, colours, they're all intentional. It's local but layered, premium but human scale. A hotel that feels more like a cultural signal than a business. That's why it's the Neo Hotel or Resort of the Year. Several other standout properties are redefining what it means to stay with purpose and presence. Longitude 131, deeply immersive and culturally respectful. A stay that connects land, story, and silence. Jackalope Hotel, where beautiful design becomes an experience. Bold sensory and regionally rooted. Rays on Watagos. Boutique luxury without noise, iconic, intimate, and refined. Singapore Airlines doesn't chase trends, it sets standards. From design to service to sustainability. Everything is intentional, understated, and precise. For Neos, it delivers more than comfort. It offers a sense of calm and care at every touch point. And that's why Singapore Airlines is the Neo Airline of the Year. For a Neo, it's not just how you travel, it's how you anticipate the journey and how you feel when you arrive. Two other airlines stand out for how they deliver more than just service. They deliver human connection. Qantas, a brand woven into our national identity. It combines safety, ambition, and continuity, with Project Sunrise signalling its intent to lead globally. Air New Zealand, warm, inclusive, and ethically grounded. Its tone, culture, and storytelling create genuine resonance with values-led travellers. Tesla is more than a car company. It's a signal. It represents innovation, disruption, and a decisive move towards electrification. For Neos, Tesla aligns with their sense of agency, future focus, and design preference. It's performance with purpose. Yes, it's polarising with Elon Musk at the helm. There's no doubt about that. But for many, it's the brand that made climate-conscious driving feel ambitious, not apologetic. That's why Tesla is the Neo Automotive Brand of the Year. Other automotive brands are also quietly reshaping what it means to drive with a sense of identity. Volvo, Scandinavian safety meets sustainable design. A brand that evolves without shouting and leads through certainty. Polestar, electric by default. Minimalist, bold, and future-focused, Polestar is where form, ethics, and performance intersect. Lexus, refined and enduring, with a growing electric presence. Quiet luxury, built to last, and increasingly aligned with Neo restraint. In a category defined by a sense of utility and indifference, PowerShop has built something rare, a deep sense of trust. It was the first Australian electricity retailer to go 100% carbon neutral, and it backed that with a digital experience that feels clear, human, and empowering. For Neo's, PowerShop turns an invisible utility into a values-aligned choice. That's why the Neo Energy Partner of the Year is PowerShop. A handful of energy providers are also beginning to align with the expectations of the Neo consumers. Red Energy, 100% Australian-owned and straightforward in tone. It offers a clean, reliable option with community credibility. OVO Energy, climate-focused and digitally native. A newer player making sustainability simple, not performative. Origin, well, Origin's green power. While the broader brand is legacy, its certified green power option provides a genuine step forward for those looking to shift into the future. Now, most financial brands talk about trust. Australian Ethical actually earns it through transparency, conviction, and a values-first investment philosophy. Long before ESG became a checkbox, this was a brand that put purpose into practice. For NEOs, it offers what few financial institutions do or can: alignment, clarity, and cultural credibility. That's why Australian Ethical is the NEO Financial Partner of the Year. Several other financial brands are showing that money can reflect values, not just pay for them. Bank Australia, customer-owned, fossil-free, and consistent. A quiet leader in ethical banking. Future Super, bold, climate-focused, and campaign-driven. Finance as activism with increasing visibility. Uni Super, trusted by Australians' university and professional communities alike. Solid customer service credentials, low drama, and growing sustainability options. And ING, digital first and customer centric. In a sector known for fine print and friction, Felix Mobile delivers simplicity with substance. It's carbon neutral, powered by 100% renewable energy, and communicates with a tone that feels clear, calm, and human. For NEOs, it's proof that even telcos can align with their values without making a fuss. That's why Felix Mobile is the NEO Digital Life Provider of the Year. 3 other providers are also shifting the tone of digital life, away from deals and hard sell towards meaning, reliability, and relevance. Tangerine Telecom, transparent, affordable, and refreshingly customer-focused, a challenger brand with practical appeal. Aussie Broadband, community-minded and known for outstanding service. It earns trust through consistency, not advertising campaigns. Belong, Telstra's low-impact sub-brand, quietly sustainably forward and aligned with conscious simplicity. Now, it started with a toilet roll and a crowdfunding campaign and became a global movement. Who Gives a Crap turned the most forgettable purchase into an act of purpose, personality, and participation. It's values-led, visually bold, and emotionally unexpected. Proof that even the most mundane product can stand for something. That's why Who Gives a Crap is the NEO Daily Ritual brand of the year. Now, the Daily Ritual runners-up, Modibody brings dignity, sustainability, and design to solve problems no one ever wanted to talk about. ZeroCo makes circularity habitual, delivering household refillables with energy and endless charm. EcoStore earns trust through simplicity and care. It makes cleaning and personal care natural, effective, and never overstated. Thank You takes everyday hygiene essentials and attaches them to something bigger, a mission that takes personal care mainstream. Archie Rose doesn't just make spirits. It crafts them with a deep sense of purpose. From limited release to custom blends, everything feels thoughtful, grounded, and distinctively Australian. This is not about status or even tradition. It's about desire, creativity, and care in every pore. That's why Archie Rose is the winner of the NEO Spirits of Australia Award for 2025. These additional brands are also helping redefine what it means to drink well, with craft and a sense of place. 4 Pillars, a benchmark in modern Australian gin. Purposeful, carbon neutral, and playful without being trivial. Starward, Melbourne-made whiskey aged in red wine barrels. It's urban, food-friendly, and quietly sophisticated. Manly Spirits Company, coastal, native, and visually distinctive. Spirits inspired by place, but grounded in intent. Now, some brands don't chase headlines. They live quietly on the wish list, secreted somewhere private or in a gift box. Haigh's is one of those brands. Premium without fanfare. As familiar as desire but never ordinary. It's a ritual, a reward, a nostalgic pleasure, the kind of luxury Neos never have to explain. Family-owned, Australian, crafted with love since 1915. That's why Haigh's is our Neo-guilty secret brand of the year. It's not loud, but it's definitely loved. Alongside Haigh's, these brands deliver indulgence, emotional reward, and craft that goes straight to the senses. Cocoa Black. Boutique chocolate with beauty and depth. Designed to gift, but very hard to part with. Lune Croissanterie. Laminated pastry excess, architecturally executed. Each of the guilty secret brands is completely unnecessary, but utterly irresistible. Finally, not all luxury is created equal. Neo-luxury isn't about status or spectacle. It's about meaning, rarity, and emotional depth. It's a whispered secret. Pasquale embodies this with quiet authority. A family-owned Australian brand, it produces some of the world's rarest pearls with generational craftsmanship and a deep connection to place. This is luxury without excess, restrained, refined, and enduring. That's why Pasquale is the neo-luxury brand of the year. No runners-up, it simply doesn't share the category. And that's a wrap. What you've just seen isn't just a list of winners. It's a read on where the market is heading. These are the brands that resonate most with the country's most influential consumers, not just for what they sell, but for what they stand for. Thank you for joining us for this inaugural Neo Brand Awards. We hope they help you see not just who's winning now, but also give you a glimpse into the future. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.